When I think about what makes Coaching Mastery Academy different from other certifications, it's really what happens in a session. You really get hands-on experience, you get peer coaching, you get feedback in what's working and what's not, and you start to remove your bias and your conditioning from it. We focus on you as the coach so you can actually facilitate the change and your client can also have that transformation. Hey, I'm Kayla Burge. I am the founder of Coaching Mastery Academy. I have been in the coaching industry for over a decade, and I have worked with the absolute biggest names in the personal development industry. I have trained coaches across the world, as well as built curriculum for billion-dollar brands. Coaching Mastery Academy was developed to fill in the gap that I noticed in the industry of where coaches just weren't very good coaches. They were staying on the surface and they weren't creating the change. We internally have our own blocks. And if you don't know how to facilitate that as a coach, then your coaching will only stay on the surface, even if your client's getting big insights. So when I was looking at this as a whole, I was seeing that we were actually doing a lot of harm in the coaching industry. People were paying a lot of money and they were getting a lot of hype, but they weren't getting a lot of depth. I created the Coaching Mastery Academy to be able to help coaches access that depth, to actually create the lasting change that's required so we can create competent coaches and also bring integrity back to the industry. Because if we say we're going to be able to create change, we need to be able to actually facilitate it. The trigger response method is a method that I created throughout my work. You go from trigger to response. It's a 5-step method. So we have the initial trigger, that whatever in our external world. The second step is like what we make it mean. So what does it actually bring up? What are the stories attached to that trigger? The third step is what most people miss. You always gain something by keeping this trigger alive within you. There's going to be something that you're getting in return from it. It doesn't matter who tells me they don't have a payoff from it. You absolutely do, or you wouldn't keep repeating the pattern. Step 4, which is our choice point. We always run into choice points. You think that awareness actually changes you. Awareness just makes you more frustrated because now you're aware of why you are the way that you are and you can just watch yourself react. It requires a choice. You have to make a choice every single time you hit that choice point from that trigger to do something different. And that's what the subconscious reprogramming does, is over and over and over. When you make a choice to do something different, when you make a choice to believe something different, the response just changes. You hit that trigger and guess what? You don't have to do the 3 middle steps. You're already at step 5 because you're just living your life non-reactive. Clients, when they get to experience a trigger response method, the TRM, they actually experience in themselves different. So their self-relationship changes, their self-belief changes. And so then their external world changes, their relationships change. So a lot of times people would come to me for their business and their business would grow, of course, but first they grew, their relationships grew. What they were really looking for was that inner peace, not the external success. That's something that I see over and over and over again with clients specifically doing this work, is that inner peace starts to really trickle in and they're less reactive to the world around them, so they get to enjoy and actually be very present in their world instead of being very reactive to it. Coming in as a student in the Coaching Mastery Academy, your life's going to be transformed because you're working on yourself. You're doing the deep inner work that's required for you to be able to show up. So it's not just going to help you in your coaching business, which of course it will, but it's going to help you in your personal life. It's going to help you understand yourself. It's going to help you understand your triggers. It's going to help you in your relationships and your communication style and how you present yourself. There's so many emotional benefits to going through this program because it's like an entire transformation in and of itself for you on a personal level.